Dear viewers, today we will talk about a film that has remained at the top of my personal favorites for the past 1.5 decades. In fact, it can be said that this film sparked my deep interest in world cinema back in 2008. We are talking about the Yugoslav film, I Even Met Happy Gypsies, directed by Aleksandar Petrović. The original title of the film is Skupljači Perja, which I find quite difficult to pronounce correctly, but it means feather gatherers. Released in 1967, this film is not only a milestone in Yugoslav cinema but also in global cinema. It was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film in 1967 and won both the Grand Jury Prize and the Fehmiu Prize at the Cannes Film Festival. Petrović is one of the most influential directors of Yugoslav cinema. He was born in Paris and studied filmmaking at the renowned Academy of Performing Arts in Prague, although he couldn't complete his studies due to political tensions. Later, he earned a degree in art history in Belgrade. He began making films in 1948, and his early documentaries received critical acclaim. The year before, his film 3 was nominated for an Oscar in 1966. But it was I Even Met Happy Gypsies that brought him international recognition. The film was released during a time when Yugoslav cinema was going through an important movement known as the Black Wave. This movement was a protest through artistic realism, where filmmakers courageously portrayed poverty, oppression, and moral complexity. Petrović was a major figure in this movement, and this film was a part of it, criticizing the socialist system of the time and drawing attention to social inequality in 1960s Yugoslavia. In this film, Petrović presents the lives of the Roma community from an ethnographic perspective, but he avoids romanticizing it. He once said, "I don't believe in films that deliver so-called messages. This film is simply a part of the life of the Roma in Vojvodina." In fact, this was the first film in which the Roma spoke in their own language, a bold move at the time. Petrović understood that the purity of language reflects respect for culture. The main character, Bora, is a feather trader, charming by nature but also arrogant and ruthless. He is married to an older woman but becomes attracted to a young girl named Tisa. Tisa's stepfather forcibly marries her off to a young boy. She rejects the marriage and elopes with Bora. Their love story is filled with violence, betrayal, and sorrow. Toward the end, Bora kills his business rival Mirda and goes on the run, while Tisa, after being raped, returns to the village. The film's title is strikingly ironic. Although it suggests an encounter with happy gypsies, in reality, there are none. Instead, it portrays the harsh realities of poverty, violence, and patriarchal oppression within the Roma community. The screenplay was relatively simple, but the cinematography was truly exceptional. Tomislav Pinter's camera beautifully captured the natural landscapes of the Vojvodina village and the harsh realities of Roma life. Every frame of the film feels like a sculpture. Muddy villages, flocks of ducks, broken down houses, dim lights, and expressive human faces, all portrayed with artistic precision and realism. Especially in the close-up shots, the human faces leave a profound impact, revealing new dimensions of humanity. The film also features Roma songs from the Vojvodina region, most notably Jelim Jelim, which gained immense popularity through this film and later became the international anthem of the Roma people. The song is rendered with great emotion by Olivera Vuko. The film criticizes both Western and socialist perspectives on the Roma community. Critics have analyzed it as an ethnographic document that counters the romantic or outsider perspectives often imposed on the Roma, instead emphasizing their struggle and reality. It also highlights the patriarchal oppression faced by Roma women. Tisa's character symbolizes how the community exerts control over a woman's body and choices. It raises important questions about the status of women and marginalized communities in Yugoslav society at the time. Another significant aspect of the film is the acting, especially by Bekim Fehmiu in the lead role, whose performance is unforgettable. Watching him reminded me repeatedly of a South Korean actor, Hwang Young-min. The resemblance in their screen presence is so strong that one could say Young-min might have drawn inspiration from Fehmiu. Bekim was so natural in the role of Bora that it's hard to imagine anyone else portraying the character. His ability to express both charm and cruelty simultaneously was truly masterful. On the other hand, the actress who played Tisa, Gordana Jovanović, was an amateur actress. She was only 16 years old during the filming. She grew up in a marginalized Roma community in Vojvodina and worked as a feather collector. Petrović chose her for her natural beauty, boldness, and raw emotion, all of which were crucial for the character. Despite being an amateur, Jovanović did full justice to the role. In fact, she wasn't the only amateur. Many real Roma people acted in the film and portrayed their lived realities with remarkable authenticity. Even Met Happy Gypsies is not just a film, it is a cultural and social statement. Aleksandar Petrovic's vision, the powerful and realistic performances, and his sympathetic portrayal of the Roma community make it timeless. It's a film that stirs complex emotions, wonder, discomfort, and deep reflection. It is a milestone in Balkan cinema and an inspiration for future filmmakers. For those who seek in cinema not just entertainment but deep reflections of life and reality, this is a must-watch. It will offer you a unique experience and leave a lasting impression. Ultimately, it's not a tale of fantasy, but a sorrowful mirror of reality. A journey into a world where people live, love, and dream, yet remain deprived of dignity and rights. That's all for today. We'll meet again with another film. Until then, stay well and healthy. Thank you.